Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Cataclysm, as well as Freddy's adventure through it. We're walking back into town after letting Freddy rest and read a little bit, and it turns out that some of the zombies that died to my Molotovs are starting to get back up, because I haven't been able to pulp them. The fire's been burning too long, it's had too much fuel, and I've been too far away for it to simulate properly. So now we have a zombie Kindling. How horrible is that? As far as good news goes, Freddy now has a Naginata, which for some reason works for the style he knows, Penjax a lot. And it's a slicing reach weapon. But it doesn't have to be used at range, obviously. I'm going to be walking back to the southeast edge of town here. Hopefully getting to the regional school today. I can't see too much in the way of that, so that should be most of today. For now, we've got to clean up the streets again. Oh. Oh, okay, that's good to know. So it turns out, zombie Kindlings explode when you kill them. I did not know this. I just attacked it with the Naginata from range, and now we have a cloud of smoke. Just, you know, something to keep in mind if you ever get around to fighting those yourself. It looks like we have another sizable horde between us and our destination. Welcome back to cities, I suppose. Let's see how many of those we can fight without using any more of our ammunition. So we are definitely starting to run out. I do believe these 118 rounds? Yes, 118 rounds of 223. I think that's all we've got left. So let's see how this Naginata holds up against quite the crowd. So it turns out the Naginata is a very strong weapon, especially in Freddy's hands at the moment. It works with the one style he has that works with any weapons, and it's basically his favorite weapon. It's a cutting reach weapon. I'm going to be cleaning up this bit of the street with this Naginata, pulping the corpses and moving on. Here comes the next wave, or rather, I am approaching the next wave, and it has something that scares me quite a bit. Where'd it go in this list? There it is. A skeletal brute. Some of you might remember where the zombie brute punched me through a wall. I'm pretty sure the zombie brute will do the same, but is harder to hurt because it's a skeletal enemy. That's probably going to spit acid at me, and it's probably going to do it repeatedly. Let's see if we can draw it away from the crowd. Yep, yeah, that is a huge puddle of acid. Shoot it before it shoots me. There we go. Oh, that's not too bad. Now let's wield our Naginata and get to slicing. As you can see, it's very, very strong. And does it have... Oh yes, it does have wide strike, so that's why so many just went down all of a sudden. On crit, this thing can hit up to 3... Well, no, actually it can hit much more than 3 enemies. It requires 3 melee, that's why I was getting the 3. So if I get surrounded like that and just swing, there's a good chance I will just hit all of the enemies in front of me. Freddy is now much more dangerous in melee with this weapon in his hands. There, with only about 24 bullets spent, we have cleared this area. Now hopefully, there's not too many more of those before we reach the regional school. I would very much like to see what's in there. And I hope it's not like the Wizard Tower and nearly barren. So I'll be back once I'm actually in the school. I'm not going to be doing any more interesting fights, because it's just getting a bit redundant now. Even if these things are showing up now. Goody. Be right back once I'm at the regional school, or something bad happens. We'll see. Here we are at the regional school, and I found this survivor's note. Just in case you wanted a hint, and perhaps proof that there are bandits, here you go. Not everyone wanted to work together, it seems. But now we're finally at the regional school. Let's see if we can find something good here. I'm kind of surprised it's not crawling with zombies. Only a few inside, it seems. Come on. Going to be skipping around, most likely, because it doesn't look like this place is going to be too eventful. Especially if I keep finding rooms like this. Ooh, comics. Yeah. I have a feeling I'm going to find a lot of stuff, but not a lot of it's going to be that interesting. Oh, there are apparently zombies upstairs. Well, we have the room with all of the sports equipment. Medical gauze, we'll take that. We have football armor, we have baseball bats, basketballs. What's this? Baseball cap? Yep, baseball helmet. Honestly, not a terrible helmet. Not better than what I have, but had I found this earlier, this would be an amazing thing to have. About the baseball, yep, this is just leather. Okay, ooh. Oh, the gym. And we've got a smoker zombie or two in there. Let's clear this place out. Oh, an ankle biter. Yep. Ow. In the door. Let's close that. Get out of the smoke and go around this way. It looks like it was just that one smoker, but maybe not. Bunch of kid zombies. It looks like the school might be infested with zombies, I just wasn't in the right part of it yet. I'm getting quite a few trickling in from the right, and as you can see there was quite the fight in here already. A lot of these are stacked up. Now then, let's see if we can find the library. If anything's going to be useful here, it's going to be the library. Or maybe there's a shop. Maybe there's a proper shop class that I can raid for more tools. There's always something missing from the toolbox. Let's see if we can find anything useful. 101 wrestling moves. Doesn't look like we have too much here, though. Cooking on a budget, maybe. SICP. Advanced emergency care, the rules of the road, definitely don't need that at this point. Wrestling moves, autobiography of a mountain man, I picked that up in another room, that could be useful for survival most likely. Let's just load up the cart. Yep, want the wrestling moves. Oops. Helps if I put it in the right place, there we go. And this was, yep, old novel. Doesn't look like there's too much in the desks. Which is, oh, maybe. I will have to check these just to be sure, but something tells me I'm not going to find too much useful in this place. Those roller skates, they are. These are roller blades. They let you move faster, but don't try to fight in them. What is SICP? The structure and interpretation of computer programs. Okay. That could be very good for Freddy. Especially since he's going to try to operate an AutoDoc. Yeah, and that's... Yep, that's driving. Driving's already at 5, so I'm sure I don't need that book. Alright, on to the next room, hopefully. It doesn't look like there's much left on the first floor, so let's go upstairs. Okay, so we have a few floors to the school. Let's see if we can find anything up here. Other than just more zombies that are going to make Freddy feel guilty about killing them. The MP3 player is still on, by the way, and it's going to stay that way. Otherwise, Freddy's going to lose his mind and get super depressed about killing a bunch of zombie children. Yup. Had to be one in here somewhere. What do we have in here? One of the zombies apparently jumped out the window. Okay then. Oh, we have something trying to break out. Hello. Yep. Oh, and there's another huge boomer. I'm guessing those are supposed to be the teachers, thinking about it. And they've had time to just sit here and evolve. What else do we have in this room then? Not a whole lot. What was this? Was this just an office? Looks like it. Yeah, this was somebody's office. Who throws away a full can of soda? There wasn't much of interest left on the second floor, so now we're up to the third floor. And I have a feeling I'll be skipping most of this floor as well. Ooh, wait a minute. Proper library. This has potential. What do we have? Outdoor survival guide. Yep. Anything else that I don't already have or don't recognize? Not so far. History of firefighting, that might be useful. It probably has the crafting recipes for several of the fire-resistant items. Anything in here? Nope. Business, chemistry, break a leg. Okay. Grab this one. Pitching a tent, maybe. Already have welding and metallurgy. How to browse the web. Nope. Nothing I need there. Okay, what about this side? Nope. Nope. Next section. Novels, poetry. Nothing good. Firefighting, just pick that up. Lots of books. Samurai novel? No, don't need that. Biodiesel, already have that. I do already have advanced electronics, yes? Yes. Oh! Didn't even see that one. I was looking elsewhere. Alright, looks like this part of the library is a bust. Did I miss anything over here? Big book of short stories. Huh. Modern Tanner, I think I can use that. Oh, I already have it. Rules of the road again. Huh. No, doesn't look like I'm going to find anything I really need here. Ooh, Japanese armor making. Spoke just a tad too soon. I doubt I'll use any of those recipes. They're likely to just be too heavy compared to what Freddy's currently using. But it's nice to have the options. Let's see if we can find anything else useful up here. Well, as expected, the top floor of the school was kind of a bust after the library. So this is all of the books I found, just in the entire school. At least these are all the ones that I didn't already have, and could get some use out of. Except 101 home repairs, that one's also kind of useless for me. Looks like this is also kind of useless. The C.R. Seymour Handbook 4th edition. Not actually useful. SICP, however, quite useful. Computers up to 8. So we're going to be leaving a few of these. Let me check what this book was supposed to be again. Yeah, it's just for fun. So we'll be leaving that behind. We're going to be keeping the Quran, just because Freddy is spiritual, and I kind of want to see how many of the religious texts I can collect. Just a side project, one of many that I end up picking up in this game. I only have a few interesting places left to explore in this town. I am going to go check the storage units. And let's see. Yep, the storage units and this gun store up in the north side. Then that's probably about it for East Haven as far as interesting places go. The urban city block might have something nice in it, but I've never been to one. I just expect it will be a lot of zombies crowded in the area. I also have this garage I still need to check out. But after that, there's not really anything left for me here aside from the AutoDoc, which I will definitely be using, but I'll have to clear basically the entirety of East Haven before it is safe to use that thing. So I'm going to be back once I'm at the storage units. Because I'm feeling a bit too brave, with Freddy no longer in pain and armed with a Naginata, I'm going to see if he can take out a dissolute devourer that's just all by itself here. Still gotta be careful about it. Oh wow. Yeah, no, that one hadn't had a chance to eat. Never mind, that one was quite easy. I suppose they're not hard to hit. So with such a high damaging weapon like the Naginata, those should be easy if they're on their own, and haven't had a chance to eat, too many zombies. Alright, back to slicing my way through the streets. We have another collection of newspapers I found in that mailbox, so I'm going to give you a few seconds on each one, so if you want to read these, you can. These may be some repeats, because it was all a stack of newspapers, and I don't have a good enough memory to keep track of all the newspapers I've shown you guys. That's not a newspaper page I was expecting. That looks more like a survivor note as they went mad and died. Alright, there we go. Yep, that's all of them. I'm gonna pick those back up. I think I'm going to start getting a newspaper collection going. Through the power of a Japanese polearm wielded with an Indonesian fighting style, and an American clad in many types of armor, the kill count has risen significantly and we are finally at the storage units. So let's get to opening these, and hope there's something worth all that mess. Oh, we got some tramadol. That's actually pretty good all on its own. First aid, Thorazine. Who puts medication in a storage unit? And I can understand if it was something a bit more illicit, or in larger amounts, but who stores multivitamins and calcium tablets, or aspirin for that matter? I suppose I shouldn't complain. I do want to collect that stuff. What's in here? Is that a stepladder? It is. Any other goodies? Suppose I can just do this. Okay, some of that is actually something I'd expect to see in a storage unit, especially the spring suit. Yeah, that's only going to be useful for a certain part of the year. Especially in New England, which is still supposed to be where this game takes place. The weather is not always conducive to swimsuits. That's just a bottle of martini. Yeah, sure. Candied honey, always want that. And more Pop-Tarts. Or Toastums, off-brand Pop-Tarts. What about this room? Got sewing kits. And a laptop. Let's just snatch those up. And on to the next one. Yep, that's a television. Again, something I'd actually expect to see in a storage unit. Oh. There we go. Hockey stick. Tactical handgun digest. Are you something I can use? You've got a lot of recipes. I'll take it for the recipes. It's not that big of a book, so it shouldn't be it should not be a problem. And what about you? Nothing in the crate. More calcium. Yeah, more normal medication. A compressed air horn. I don't really need help making noise. Pot, saline solution, and another wire. Okay then. What about the other side? Nada? Yep, that's just boxes. Same with this one. What's that? Ammonia? We'll take it. Nothing. This one's just full of toilets. Okay, I don't know why you'd have that many unless... I don't know, that's your business? Ooh, what's that? An MRE. Ooh, pine wine. That's interesting. A potent wine flavored with pine resin. Bold and pungent, its biting taste and strong aroma takes some getting used to. Yeah, I bet. Alright, nothing too useful in there. More cough syrup. Some antiseptic powder. And a CBM, a finger lighter. CBM. It's unlikely I will bother to install this, but I'll certainly take it. What is that? That looks like a magazine. An M14 magazine. 308. Now, if only I could find the gun this goes to. Last storage unit. Bon appetit. And that's it. Alright, not too interesting. But it was more medication, a magazine, and a few other miscellaneous things. Time to empty the vending machines. Well, that's one more point of interest cleared out. So I guess we'll make our way up to the last one in the city, the gun store. Let's see. Just for the record, the kill count is 1271. Let's see how much higher it goes before I get to the gun store. After quite a bit more fighting, and going back to the fire truck to sleep, we have finally made it to this gun store. And looking at the shelves, it was definitely worth the time. We've got a lot of... well, we at least have a lot of guns here, and I don't recognize all of them right off the bat. However, we're going to have to deal with that a lot, because zombies are attracted to noise. And of course, every window they break makes more noise. I think I've about cleared out the area though, so we shouldn't have to deal with anything dangerous. So let's see what we have. Oh, that was just the door. Okay. Let's start over here. Glock 17, Glock 31. That's nice. Something that uses 357 SIG. And a Ruger LCP. I'm just gonna leave that there. And this is all just broken glass? Yes. What about you? A 619? Okay. And another... no wait, that's different. SIG P320. Huh, another gun that uses 357 SIG. We'll have to see which one's better. What's upstairs? Nada. There wasn't even somebody camping out on the top of it. Alright. Let's check this out. Yep, just a bathroom. What do we have here? An A180 magazine? That is a huge magazine of 22s. Huh. And a Ruger 1022 rotary magazine. Also for 22s. A P226 357 SIG magazine. Interesting. The SIG Mosquito. No, not gonna bother. But now we have different 22 rounds. Conical ball. Huh. It is so weak as to be nearly useless given your predicament. Yeah, I'd say, but it has smokeless pistol powder, so we'll take them apart. I might keep the full metal jacket 22s, just because I have a rifle that will let me hunt with them. And we have this ammunition. Lots of numbers, and a leather. 2 leathers. I don't know what this is for, but I hope I find one of the guns that uses it, because it's a very strong round. What we have here is a Browning BLR magazine. 4 rounds of 30-06. Another M14 magazine. More of these ridiculously strong Winchesters. B57, double-aught, birdshot, and slugs. Well, I'm good on shotgun ammo for a good long time. Oh, boy. Yeah, lots of ammo in here. That's nice. Some of which I actually want. Some of which I will want to take apart, which is actually kind of nice in its own way. Anything good as far as books go? Does not appear so. What do we have here? That's a humongous magazine for a pistol. And we'll take this Keltec just to do some comparisons. Another CZ75. A Ruger. You know, I might as well just take all of it. I've got the cart with me. Smith & Wesson Model 10. 38. Another Glock 17. It's another magazine. Remington 870 Express. With over 10 million made. Jeez. Okay. What's this? A Sten! A British submachine gun developed during World War II to make up for shortages of supplies. Designed to be made using unskilled labor and not known for reliability, its main advantages were low cost and being able to use German 9mm ammunition. Not the worst thing to find. And then we have the Thompson submachine gun. The original submachine gun, if I'm not mistaken. Very strong, probably very unwieldy. Let's see. Oh, come on. Are you not gonna... There it goes. Must have been hitting the wrong button. Effective recoil 38. Recommended strength for the burst is 18. Not bad. Another M1 Garand with a few bullets in it. An M1A, a 38 rifle... no, sorry, not 38. 308 rifle. With a gigantic magazine for that size of round. Awesome. Another CX-4 Storm, I don't need. Another M1 Garand that's empty. Mosin Nagant, 1891 of over 30, or however that's said. Neat. Another big gun. Some mini 14s. And a Winchester Model 70. Ooh, uses 300 Winchester Magnums. Nice. Well, this is definitely worth it. Let's clear this place out and then check up on the fire truck. Back at the fire truck with more guns than we will ever need and plenty of ammo to go with most of them. I think that's East Haven about cleaned out as far as interesting things go. We've hit both gun stores, we've hit the storage units, we hit the regional school, which was rather disappointing. Got the bank, the doctor's office, the dojo, the hardware store, the car showroom. Basically everything of interest is now cleaned out. It's just whatever remaining zombies there are, the urban city block, which I do need to clean out just to be sure there's nothing terrible in it, and the garage to the north. Once I get all of that done, I'll be moving on from East Haven. I might actually take a moment to poke into the science lab and see if I can find something good without too many hours of exploration there. With today's street sweeping and looting done, as well as our final plans for East Haven already lined up, I am all out of time for today's video. So if you're still here, thank you very much for watching, and if you enjoyed, please subscribe for more Cataclysm in the future. If there's something you'd like to see more of, or perhaps less of, from this series, just let me know and I'll see what I can do better. Stay safe, stay sane, and I'll see you next time.